Hey everybody, Elgin here from eXp Realty, the Elgin and Flaw Walker team, and from my real estate agents. Kind of wanted to talk right now, just some real down to earth, quick talk, because particularly if you've been selling real estate less than 10 years, the market that we have right now is probably a culture shock to you, as it is for some of us vets that haven't had to do and experience some of the things that we're doing right now in a very long time. So what I want to kind of talk about are things that we can do to build our business and obviously serve our clientele, help our customers, and do these things at a high level while the market is doing what it's doing. Because there's certain things that we can't control. We can't control interest rates. We can't control 100%. Obviously, the inventory that's available, we can't control those things. So we have to work within the parameters of what we have. What I think works all the time, no matter what the marketplace is, and I get it, the internet's hot. I get it, lead generation is hot. Spending money on it and doing all that, I get that. But to me, one of the biggest things you can do and can control and can help you sustain, particularly through markets like this, is working your database, working your sphere of influence, your circle of influence, working that, your past clients, your have-mets, right? Expanding on your database, expanding on the people that are in your database. These are things right now that can help and can assist you in the marketplace, and then can sustain your business. They can sustain your business however long you decide you want to be a real estate professional. So a few things that we should be doing is, number one, within our database, communicate with them regularly. Because not only are there other people communicating with them, you have to realize that things that are going on with the economy right now, that they're getting a lot of information. Then when you throw in social media, the internet, and some of those sources, they're getting a lot of information, some misinformation. You know what it does is it makes you confused. So if you regularly communicate with them and they've already done business with you and or love and trust you, mainly, trust your voice, you can actually be a calming factor to them while there's turmoil and things going on. You can give them clarity of what they should be focused on and provide great content that can help them make decisions real estate wise now and in the future. Guess what else it also builds? Not only does it build market share, it builds mind share. You want, from a real estate standpoint, to gain as much mind share from your clients as you can. Meaning that when they have a real estate issue, there's a real estate situation, there's a question, there's a problem, whatever it is, they come and they speak to you. They want to talk to you. That if you're sending out content through your emails, through videos, through texting, phone calls, whatever you're doing, and in my opinion, you should have a full mixture of all of the above, that will keep them connected to you. Not connected to someone else, not connected to the news, not connected to the internet. They're going to still get that information, but you're the calming voice that they are going to listen to. That is important. Other thing is, if you have the opportunity, it doesn't have to be a big thing, but if you can host some events, have some dinners, meet people for coffee, take them to lunch, dinner, just other things that you can do to strengthen your relationship. Show people that you care. You got situations with some of them. Some of your clients may have children that are in different types of events. They might have to be in some sports events, stuff that you can either support. Better yet, what if you showed up at one of their games, right? And other things that that kids are involved in nowadays. Show some interest outside of just, I want you to buy and sell real estate with me. See, you built that relationship. You get that mind share. You give that market share, that market share and mind share. Man, you're gonna have customers for life. You're gonna have raving fans for life, and you should do that. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals. I'm not telling you to ask them every time you see them. I'm not telling you to beg for them. I'm just saying to you that people that feel comfortable with you, because you've done a great job for them, they want to refer you. A lot of times they just don't know how. So you teach people how to refer you, what you want, how you want your business structured. And don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask subtly. Don't be afraid to just ask. Hey, Danny, it's Elgin. Hey, listen, man, the interest rates are really, really high right now. But you know what? There's some available properties. If someone can afford to get into a house, it's a great time. Who do you know right now that may need some assistance, that would like to buy a house but don't think they can afford it? Maybe I can help. Don't be afraid to say stuff like that, right? Don't be afraid, because they will help you, especially when they know you're looking to help them. Little surprise things too. We call them drop-bys and stuff. Is that, if you have some things, or maybe some information, some of your newsletters or stuff, sometimes instead of mailing them, drop by their house. Drop by their house. You don't necessarily have to stay long. To be honest with you, you don't even have to stay. I know someone, what they do is they will drop something off, and we call them a pop-by. We'll drop it off at the people's house, take a quick picture of it on their phone, and text them. And say, hey, Danny, it's Elgin. I was in the neighborhood. I just dropped off something at your front door. Just be looking out for it. With a picture of it. Powerful, right? And one of the last things that you can do, I would suggest, well, there's quite a few things, but I would suggest this. Text people. See, people are busy, just like you're busy. And everybody doesn't necessarily either have time or want to make the time to talk to everybody on the phone all the time. So new age. The age I grew up in, everybody used the telephone for just that, a telephone. The age now is people pretty much use the phone for everything but a telephone. They're texting, they're on Facebook and LinkedIn and TikTok and Instagram and blah, 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 blah. And they're using it to keep up with stuff for their business and all that. So it's not, the last thing people do on the telephone is talk on the telephone. But a quick text to someone, you'll probably get a response faster that way than on the phone and leaving a message. And you still get your point across. One last thing that I do a lot of, and I would tell you to do, is write personal notes. Actual personal notes. And if you have the ability to, send out a gift card. It doesn't have to be for a $100 dinner or anything like that. It could be for Starbucks. It could be for a Rolex. It could be, it's just something small, but something that shows you were thinking about them. They weren't expecting it. It comes and it solidifies again a relationship with you and the client. So work your database, work your sphere, build your business, pour into people that already have poured into you. I'm not telling you not to do all the other stuff, but I'm telling you that you can trim the fat. You can become a little bit more laser focused and specific within your sphere and your database. And guess what they don't do? If they need you and they trust you, they don't necessarily shop quote unquote commissions. They don't shop certain things that you're going to get in other circumstances, because they know and believe that you bring value, that you have integrity, you have loyalty, and you have their best interest in mind. With that being said, hey man, keep your heads up, keep working, be consistent, and you will do fine in this market. God bless.